Yo, check this out. So I know I'm late to this, man. I definitely know that I'm late to this, but bro, it is fucking fight week. It's been fight week. But I listen, forgive me. I've been busy. This is my last fight that I'm ever having in my amateur boxing career. My last fight will be Saturday, so I've been more focused on this. It's been a bittersweet week for me, bro, because, you know, I got to focus more on my career. I got to focus more on my YouTube. I've been competing with in boxing, been competing in boxing for over a decade. So this weekend is my last fight, I got to see how many fights I have. My bout sheets were like 80 something, but anyways. This is it for me, bro. So this has been a bittersweet week for me. It's been sad, but at the same time, I'm happy. I no longer will be getting punched in the face, but I'll also be able to focus more on my career and my YouTube, getting my YouTube channel established. However, so that has been my reasoning for not really being as consistent as I should. However, it is fight week, and I am excited about this one. Yes, I am, bro. We have Jermell Charlo versus Brian Castano 2 coming up, man. This fight was supposed to happen in February. Actually, it was supposed to happen in March. Brian Castano had an injury. Jermell Charlo, of course, Jermell Charlo always having a chip on his shoulder. He felt like Brian Castano was pulling some bullshit. Nevertheless, bro, we have the fight here. The fight is here, and I'm super excited about it, man. What gets me more excited about this fight is because it was the first fight was very controversial. Not very controversial. In my eyes, I had it a draw. But however, I do feel like the adjustments that will be made will be by Jermell Charlo. Brian Castano, it's only so much that Brian Castano can do in this fight. Brian Castano already being very short for his weight division. Brian Castano is to be at 5'7". But I told people from the last fight, because everybody knows Jermell Charlo is one of my favorite fighters that's fighting in boxing today. But I told people I'm super nervous about this fight because Brian Castano is a freaking dog and he can fight. And so I knew that Brian Castano was going to be a problem for Jermell Charlo. Brian Castano, if y'all don't know, man, he competed in the World Boxing Series. He beat Sergey Derevchenko. He beat Errol Spence in the amateur. Brian Castano was a dog, bro. Brian Castano, I knew he was going to be a tough fighter. He's very, he's not so much a rugged, but from Argentina. He's just very good with getting on the inside and establishing himself on the inside. Obviously, he would have to get on the inside, and that's the mistakes that I felt like Jermell made in the first fight. Jermell allowed himself to be backed into the ropes a lot when the fight was in the center of the ring. Brian Castano was getting outboxed, but Jermell allowed himself to get pushed back to the ropes a lot, and Jermell even got caught. He got hit with a good shot, got a little buckled, caught in exchanges with Brian Castano, trading hooks. And I just think that Jermell should focus more on staying in the center of the ring, using his 1-2, because with Jermell's hook, he kind of loads up on his hook just a little bit. That gives, and Brian Castano is short, crisp on the inside with his hooks, so that gives Brian Castano an advantage. But with on the outside, of course, Jermell using his 1-2, he was able to hurt Brian Castano quite a few times in that fight. And so, especially in the later rounds, I felt like the last 3 rounds, I remember saying when I was watching the fight, when going into the 10th round, I said Jermell Charlo needs the 10th, 11th, or 12th round to get a draw, in my opinion. And that's exactly what he did. He won the 10th, 11th, or 12th round. I feel like Jermell Charlo, all he has to do is just keep the fight in the center of the ring and focus on using his distance, his 1-2, and shorten up his hooks on the inside. Again, that's how he got clipped. Not clipped because he didn't get dropped, but he got caught and he got a little buckled. Because Jermell loads up on his hooks quite often, and again, Brian Castano throws his hooks short. So I will do a better assessment on this fight come tomorrow. I'm gonna do another video about the super middleweight division later on today, but I definitely want to I want to get this video cracking, man. I'm super excited about this fight. This fight is on the same day as my last fight, so I'm gonna win my fight, and then I'm looking forward to Jermell Charlo winning his fight. I definitely have Jermell Charlo winning this fight because Jermell Charlo does know how to make adjustments. Maybe not so much as during the fight, but after the fight, Coach Derek James is very good at tweaking whatever he needs to. Jermell needs to be tweaked. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know who you have in a rematch. What do you see, man? This fight right here is going to be history for the 4-belt era in the super welterweight division. But what do I know?